qisman. For indeed, when something is ascribed to Allah, it is of two types. Al-awwal, idafatu ma'anin. The first of them is the ascription of meanings and description. Right? The first of them, and we'll clarify what each one means in a moment. So, yes, there is such a thing as Baytullah, the house of Allah, but the house of Allah is created. But there is also such a thing as Kalamullah, the speech of Allah. But here it is a speech of Allah, but not referring to something that is created. And there is a difference between the two, that these people, meaning the people of misguidance, that they fabricate against Allah. And they are deceitful with regard to their understanding. First and foremost, he mentions, the first of these categories is the idafatu ma'anin. That something being ascribed to Allah in terms of a description or a meaning. The second, athani, idafatu a'yanin. The ascription of objects or specific things to Allah. These are the two categories. As for al-ma'ani, those things that are ascribed to Allah, meaning that the meanings and the descriptions are ascribed to Allah, idafatuha ila Allahi idafatu sifatin ila mawsuf. He mentions, then this is an ascription, that this is an ascription to Allah of an attribute to the one who is being described. This is an ascription of an attribute to the one being described. وَهِيَ إِضَافَةٌ حَقِيقِيَّةٌ. And this is an ascription which is a real, true ascription. فَهِيَ مِنْ صِفَاتِهِ. And these types of ascriptions are from the attributes of Allah, such as kalam, as-sam' wal-basar. Such as, for example, the speech of Allah, the seeing of Allah, and the hearing of Allah and the seeing of Allah. So this is the first category. I hope that's clear in your minds. Like, for example, if you say the sight of Allah, the speech of Allah, the hearing of Allah, the knowledge of Allah, these are now all ascriptions to Allah that describe the one, that are qualities that are of the one being described. Who is the one being described? Allah. So Allah is the one who is seeing, hearing, speaking, with knowledge, wisdom, and so on. These are from the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So now, this is in terms of meaning. The second one, idafatu a'yanin. This is, as he mentions, such as, for example, kanaqati. For example, the she-camel. And the house, والبيت. هذه إضافة مخلوق إلى خالقه. This is the ascription of the creation to its creator. Right? وهي إضافة تشريف. And this is an ascription of honor and nobility. So here, know the difference between the two, my brothers and sisters. When we say Naqatullah, we are now talking about something in the creation. This is the creation of Allah. The she-camel of Allah, meaning this she-camel is ascribed to Allah out of honor that Allah had given to that she-camel. Baytullah, the house of Allah. This is a creation that is given an ascription to Allah due to the honor that Allah gives to the house of Allah. And other than that, from the creation of Allah, Rasulullah, the messenger of Allah, a creation of Allah that is ascribed to Allah due to the honor that Allah gives to this messenger. فَهُمْ خَلَطُوا بَيْنَ الْأَمْرَيْنِ وَلَمْ يُفَرِّقُوا بَيْنَ هَذَا وَهَذَا. And as for the people of misguidance, then they have mixed up between these two affairs. That they have mixed up and they have confused between these two affairs. And they do not distinguish between the first one, between this one and that one. وَلِذَلِكَ نَسَّ أَهْلُ السُّنَّةِ وَالْجَمَاعَةِ عَلَى هذه المسألة في كتب العقائد ويردوا ala ahli dalal. And we'll finish upon that. So he mentions, and for this reason, the people, Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah, the scholars of Ahlul Sunnati wal Jama'ah, that they have authored in this affair books of creed, books of belief, in order to refute as refutations upon the people of misguidance. And upon that note, we'll finish and we'll proceed, inshallah, next week